on Facebook and YouTube right now. Cool. I'm just going to hang for a second and wait for some people to show up before I get rocking and rolling on what I want to talk about this morning. Jen Lynn in the house. What's up, girl? Good to see you. We'll talk here in a little bit, maybe even after this or something. All right, well, I'll get going here, and people can watch the recording on Facebook or on YouTube. Um, hey, so this morning I want to talk a bit about the healing process and where a lot of us are on individual levels, and where we are on a more broad collective level with humanity in general, because the two are very much linked and very much following. I wouldn't say that they're following each other, but we're all going through the same process collectively that many of us are also going through individually. Um, and I'm only going to talk about this one thing for a second here before I move on to the main point, and that is that I've talked a few times about fractalized consciousness, and that is that uh, that which happens on very small level or individual level is the exact same thing that happens on larger levels. And that is to say that anything that happens to us in a like in our own healing processes, it happens in the same way on a collective level. For example, inside of us, if we have a cell that is um, I don't know, has some bacteria or something affecting it. I don't really understand how these things work, but or bacteria and virus and that kind of thing. But if we have a cell, for example, or a group of cells in our body that is experiencing some sort of an attack, or if you know some sort of dis-ease or something that is off with them, that they heal themselves in the same way that we heal our entire bodies, and we heal our entire bodies in the same way that a community heals itself, and a community heals itself in the same way that a country heals itself. And so it's like the healing process and the way that we transcend problems or issues or challenge or disease, if you will, is the same on a very small cellular level as it is on a collective level. It happens in the same way consistently. That there's really no change in the process that takes place for healing to occur. And so I want to talk a bit about exactly what this process looks like, because there are distinct stages. And um, I just want to say that what inspired this today is I talked a bit about this yesterday with somebody, and so I thought, well, this will make a good topic for my morning medicine thing. So here we go. Here comes the medicine. um, so, and this is stuff that this information is what came to me not only from observing what people go through, but what was also intuitively channeled through me or to me at one point a couple of years ago. And it's something that I've observed over and over and over with people, and see it happening now on a larger level. And it's like, wow, there's really something to this. And so here's how this works is there's always some sort of a breakdown, if you will, or an identification of disease or a problem, or something that doesn't align with our lives, or something that's just off. But the first step is always awareness of a problem. There's something off here. There's something wrong. Something needs to be improved. And so that essentially begins the process of cleansing and purifying. And so the way this looks is you identify a problem, and then you go about clearing whatever energy it is or frequency that's there that's holding this problem or this pattern in place. And this is an uncomfortable process, because it takes observing and acknowledging the stuff that is going on within us that's often hard for us to accept. And so the first step then is is essentially cleansing and clearing. At least that's what I call it. And that's where we're hitting the delete button on thoughts that don't work for us, on emotions that are still inside of us that come up from time to time, these challenging feelings that seem to come up out of nowhere. Um, Cleansing and clearing these sorts of things out. Um, or if you will, dropping bad habits, things that we're doing that are causing our bodies harm or causing us to stay in, toxic relationships, whatever it is. But this cleansing and clearing process is the first stage, and it's always an identification with an issue or a problem and then clearing it out, or beginning to bring it into a place of balance. And the place of balance is really the second stage, or what I call the centering stage. And that's where you center in on what it is that you actually want, or you center in on who you actually are, or what is your essence, what is your frequency, what is it to energy, what is it to be continuously present to your own internal landscape, or on a collective level, what is it that we really want our world to look like? How do we want our societies to function? And I'm laying this out to just show you the differences on an individual level to the collective level. They're subtle. I mean, they're subtle differences, but essentially it's the same process throughout. And so once an organism, a person or a being or a society realizes, hey, this is my essence, this is what I want to be, this is how I want to function in the world, um, you get centered in that and you begin to identify with it to an extent. And that is the more latent stage of, or more latent result of that particular stage of healing. And so once you've gotten to that point where you begin to identify with, or a society begins to identify with what it wants, that's when it gets juicy, because there's so much that gets spilled out into media and into the different healing circles about, well, just love yourself, just love yourself. People talk about this all the time, just love yourself. And it sounds so great. And man, when we do and we're in the flow of things, it just feels really good and it's so juicy. But it seems to just kind of come out of nowhere sometimes, where you just kind of get out of bed, you're like, wow, this is a good day. Like, I'm just feeling pretty good today. What a great day, Then you wake up the next day and you're feeling horrible. Wouldn't it be great to have that be more consistent, to where you get out of bed and you're and more consistently just like, "Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm stoked for today. I'm ready to dive into this situation." And so that's why the healing process is here. So we can have more of that consistency to jump into. And it gives you something to latch onto, or identify with, or a part of yourself that you can kind of call home. And that's what leads to the third stage. The third stage, the last and final piece of it all, is self-love. It is unity. It is collective. It is unified awareness. And it is in that final stage that we really get up and get going with life. Because when we're asked to love ourselves and we aren't connected or have any idea of who or what our essence really is, we've got nothing to lock onto. So love yourself, but you look inside and you're just like, I don't even know who or what I am. I don't even know what to love. As soon as we jump into our essence, we've got something that we can love. And once we really center in our essence and we accept all of the stuff about us that that maybe isn't too cool, or maybe things that we didn't like about ourselves or don't like about ourselves, that's when we start to take off, because we've got something inside that we can land on and say, you know what, I love myself anyway. I sense myself, I feel myself, and I love what I feel. there are so many of us who are empathic or intuitive to the point where we feel everybody else's stuff more than we feel our own. And and we're so used to processing everybody else's stuff or feeling everybody else's emotions or even their thoughts that we don't know who or what we are inside, and it can be very confusing. And so once we're able to get clear on who and what we are inside, we can actually sense ourselves, feel ourselves, and thus fall in love with ourselves. Once we get to that point inside of ourselves where we love ourselves and we're stepping into action in the world, our actions become inspired. Self love combined with action is inspired action. Inspired action inevitably leads to service. Service not only to self, but service to others. Because when you serve yourself, you are also serving others. And that's really the juicy point in life is when we step into that zone of inspired action, because you never just serve yourself when you are truly, truly, truly inspired. On a collective of this healing process on a collective level. Right now, by having everybody face so much fear while being isolated in our houses is like a pressure cooker. It's like it's just cooking out all the frustration. It's cooking out all of the fear. It's forcing us to be face to face on a daily basis with the people who often cause us the most distress, which is the people that we love, the people that we're the closest with. The hardest relationships we ever have are with first with ourselves and next with our spouses or our partners and our kids and those who are closest to us. And this whole process is about boiling out and clearing out all of these hard or challenging feelings or situations so we can get clear on who and what we are, embrace that, whatever it is that we find, and then grow to love it. And in through that growth of self-love, that self-connection, we begin to step into inspired action, begin to step into service. And that's where the planet really starts to grow. That's where the planet and our societies, our communities really come together and start to shine and do different things um, than what we're currently doing. It's a cellular problem. If this video is cutting in and out on Facebook, that's what's going on. So you might have to jump on and watch the video later. This I'm watching the screen kind of go off and on, so I'm hoping that this comes out all right on the recording. So anyway, um, was there anything else I wanted to say about that? Yeah, where we are currently, what we're experiencing is the first stage of this. We are collectively and individually going through the cleansing and clearing stages. And this is the most one of the most challenging parts because we're facing all of our junk, we're facing all of the stuff that we're not comfortable with and letting it boil and bubble out of us in the form of challenging emotion and challenging thoughts. The next part is when we start to step into the self identification, we start drawing boundaries with people around us. And we're going to see this on a collective level as well, where groups of people start saying no. What this looks like is a protest or a rally, that kind of thing. It's setting boundaries of saying yes to one thing and no to another thing. Once these boundaries are established and that relationship is created between active, a mob or a group says this is what we're saying no to, and whatever governing body or whoever that they're protesting against says, well, okay, you reach some sort of an equilibrium or some sort of a balancing point between the two. You have an agreement, and then things get functioning again. And so those are the challenging times, and so we are in the middle of this challenging time. So All we can do, folks, is be present to it, endure it, walk on through it with as much grace and presence as we possibly can muster, and keep moving on. This time and this stage of healing doesn't last forever. We're going to get through this. It's a given. It's inevitable. We are going to evolve through this. It's what we do as we evolve. Um, also, one thing I want to toss out there while I'm rambling on about things here is if anybody has any suggestions about what you might want me to talk about on these morning medicines, or if there's something I could add to this or take out of this in terms of like the somatic healing work, if people are getting something out of that or think, that kind of is stupid, I don't want to do that anymore, or this doesn't help me, or maybe the meditation isn't working or is working, whatever. I'm just looking for feedback for things I could add to morning medicine or things that I could take out of it. So if you just want to throw your comments in there, I'd greatly appreciate it, and just give me some feedback on what's working, what's not working, what I could do or stop doing, sort of thing. And then donations are greatly appreciated for getting on here every day and talking about these things and going through these different healing techniques. So, greatly appreciate your donations and anything that you want to kick in that you have extra. And then I do personal sessions for people. So if anybody out there is looking for a little extra support or a little one-on-one guidance through this time or in some other personal issue or area of your life, I'd be happy to meet with you and do a one-on-one session. And by the way, there are links for all this in the post there. And also, this is the last week. In fact, we're in the last 2 days to sign up for the Business Mastermind Collective, which is a mastermind group that I've put together for small business owners. So if you're in business and you've got some challenges going on, or you're looking to up level your business in any sort of way, there's a link there to click on that. And the sign up ends tomorrow, so better jump on that if you're considering it. And then once a week, on Wednesdays, I've been doing a live channeling, and last night was the very first night for this. And basically, I channeled for about 45 minutes, I think, and then did a question and answer session for about another 45 minutes or so. And I'll be doing that every Wednesday night. So it's only $5, and then I can purchase a ticket for next week. All right. Um, I think I've said all I need to say about that. Um, let's do some breathing. Let's take a moment to get ourselves centered, to get ourselves present, and drop in a little bit. So, find yourself in a comfortable seated position or laying back, and close your eyes. Let yourself become central. Let the morning fall away. Let any thoughts that you have about what you're doing for the rest of the day, about what you had for breakfast, about plans that you have, let all of that buzz just go away. Just let it float on out. Give yourself the gift of this moment. Give yourself the gift to be here now, to drop in. Awesome. All right. So we're going to begin by taking 5 deep breaths. And we're going to do this in a specific way. We'll be breathing in the mouth. And as we breathe in the mouth, we're going to fill our torsos, or our chests, our torsos, our hips, our thighs, all the way out to our toes. And then we'll exhale all the way up and all the way back out. So on the inhale, we'll stretch our bodies energetically with the breath and the energy. And on the exhale, we'll be compressing things back down. All right, here we go. Eyes are closed and breathing in the mouth. Filling the top, middle, bottom of the lungs, torso, base, thighs, knees, calves, all the way out to the toes and hold. And exhale from the toes, up the legs, up the base, up the torso, all the way up and out the lungs, and squeeze at the bottom of the exhale. Good job. And breathing in for the second breath. Filling the top, middle, bottom of the lungs, torso, base, thighs, knees, calves, all the way out to the toes, and hold for 2, 3, and out the mouth. Out the feet, out the thighs, out the base, all the way up the torso, and out, squeezing at the bottom of the exhale again. Nice job. And breathing in for the third breath. All the way out through to the toes and hold for 2, 3, and out the mouth. From the toes, up the thighs, up the base, up the torso, all the way up and out the lungs, and squeeze at the bottom of the exhale. Nice job. And breathing in for the fourth breath, coming in the mouth. All the way out to the toes and hold for 2, 3, and exhale from the feet up the calves, up the knees, the thighs, the base, the torso, squeezing it all the way out of the lungs, all the way out of the body. Nice job. Squeezing every last drop of air out and breathing in for the last breath. Filling the top, middle, bottom of the lungs, torso, base, thighs, knees, calves, all the way out to the tippy toes and hold for 2, 3, and out from the toes, up the feet, up the calves, up the knees, the thighs, the base, and squeezing every last bit of oxygen out and breathe naturally. And just take a moment to check in, take a moment to breathe normally, and just notice, what thoughts do you have that are just a little bit different than the ones you were having before? Notice where you're at. Notice what your focus is on. Just having awareness. Good job. All right. Going into the next exercise, and we're going to do a somatic technique called SRI. And what we're going to do here is breathing into two different areas. The one area is here in the upper chest and the upper heart. The other one is down here in the belly button. I was hiking in the weeds. I got a little cocklebur on my belly. Cool. All right. So one hand is here. The other hand is right here on the belly button. And the key here is we're going to be taking a full breath in and out up here. Then we'll take the next breath in and out right down here on the belly. And by alternating breath between one area and the other, we get these two areas to essentially talk to each other. And when we do that, we balance the body, we balance the emotional system, we balance the energetic system. And when we bring our bodies into balance, we have peace, continuity inside, and it helps us to feel more grounded. All right, here we go. So eyes are closed. The breath is going to be in the nose and out the mouth. And the first breath is going to be into the hand or into the area of the chest that your hand is residing. And here we go. Breathing in the nose into the area beneath the top hand. Filling this area, energy, movement, and breath, and out the mouth. And breathing in the nose into the bottom hand, into the belly. Filling the belly all the way out through your belly button and out the mouth. Sinking your hand all the way back to your spine. Nice job. Breathing in the nose into the top hand. Feeling your chest, feeling your entire Upper chest with air and energy. Good job. And out the mouth. Sinking your hand all the way back down. Nice job. Breathing in the nose into the bottom hand. Filling your belly with air. Filling your belly with energy. Being aware of what's there and expand. And out the mouth. Allowing your hand to sink deeply on the exhale. Nice job. Breathing in the nose into the top hand. Sinking it all the way back down. All right. Breathing in the nose and through the bottom hand, stretching the energy, movement, and breath from your spine all the way forward through the surface of your skin, through to your hand. Keep stretching with the inhale. Good job. And out the mouth, sinking your hand all the way back through to your spine. Nice job. And breathing in the nose into the top hand for the fourth breath. Expanding the energy, movement, and breath through your top hand. Good job. And out the mouth, allowing your hand to sink all the way back to your spine. Nice work. And breathing in your nose into your belly for the bottom hand. And out the mouth. Allowing your bottom hand to sink deeply into your belly. And breathing in the nose into the top hand for the last breath. Feeling the full range of motion through the breath in the chest and out the mouth. Allowing your top hand to sink into your chest. And breathing in the nose into the bottom hand for the last one down here. Stretching with energy, movement, and breath through your belly button, all the way through your hand. Keep going and exhale from the belly, sinking it down. Nice job. And let your hands come to your side or to your knees or to wherever they are most comfortable. And check in. Check in with your thoughts. Check in with your emotions. Check in with you. Where is your awareness right now? What are you thinking about? What are you feeling? Have no judgments about what you find. Be where you are. Be who you are. It's all okay. All right. So we're going to go into the final section of this, and this is the guided meditation portion. And hey, right on, Amanda. Give you a wave. Um, so this is the final section, and this is the and for this part, it's can be connecting with earth energy and bringing some of that grounded earth energy into different parts of the body, including some of the parts of our bodies or parts of our beings that we're maybe not so familiar with connecting with, such as our endocrine system or our immune system or our digestive tract. And so understand that when we bring awareness to things that even we're not usually able to sense with our five senses, that just bringing our awareness to these things, especially with a certain degree of intention, that we bring healing to ourselves, whether we can feel these things or not. And so, for these meditations, this guided meditation part, there's a certain degree of trust that is involved with this, trust and faith that the healing is happening, that the shifts are occurring, and just know that it's not like taking a pill where you start to feel an instant effect, that the effects of this type of healing are cumulative and they take place over time and they're gradual. And the beauty of this gradual way of healing is it is sustainable. When you heal gradually and you ascend gradually, you stay there. You don't backslide as often. When you take a pill and you have a realization you tend to backslide back to where you came from. And the same holds true if you, let's say, you do a diet and you go out and you lose, uh, 15 pounds in a month. Often people will gain that weight back. But if you lose a pound or two every month over the course of time, oftentimes that is a change that is sustainable. Slow growth and slow change is always what is sustainable. If it happens too fast, often we backslide. So, what we're doing is gradual healing and gradual change inside the body. Having patience is one of the prime keys for this type of healing to be effective. Of course, showing up for yourself all the time is also important. We have to continually intend it and continually step up to do it. All right, so here we go. So, eyes are closed. Let yourselves be in a comfortable position and just listen to my voice. Here we go. Bring your awareness deep into the earth, way down to the center of the earth. Feel the groundedness, the balance, and the peace and presence that is deep in the earth. Have your awareness on the frequencies of the crystals that are in the earth. Have your awareness on the minerals that are in the earth. Also have your awareness on the dirt. Feel also the gravel, the sand, and the water that is in the earth. Now bring your awareness also into the lava that is in the earth. Feel and sense all of these different frequencies, all of these different energies at the same time. Feel their harmony, feel their balance, and begin to bring that grounded, balanced, peaceful earth energy up through from the center of the earth to the place where you are seated. Bring it up through and let it enter into your toes and the bottoms of your feet. If it helps, you can imagine that you're walking barefoot in the grass or barefoot on the beach. Bring your awareness and this grounded earth energy into your feet. Bring your awareness and this grounded earth energy into your ankles. Bring your awareness and this grounded earth energy into your calves. Bring your awareness and this grounded earth energy into your knees. Bring your awareness and this grounded earth energy into your thighs. Bring your awareness and this grounded earth energy into your hips. Bring your awareness and this grounded earth energy into your pubic bone. Bring your awareness and this grounded earth energy into your tailbone. Bring your awareness and this grounded earth energy into your lower back. Bring your awareness and this grounded earth energy into your belly. Bring your awareness and this grounded earth energy into your middle back. Bring your awareness and the grounded earth energy into your chest. Bring your awareness and grounded earth energy into your upper back. Bring your awareness and the grounded earth energy into your shoulders. Bring your awareness and the grounded earth energy into your upper arms. Bring your awareness and the grounded earth energy into your elbows. Bring your awareness and the grounded earth energy into your forearms. Bring your awareness and the grounded earth energy into your wrists. Bring your awareness and the grounded earth energy into your hands. Bring your awareness and the grounded earth energy into your fingers. Bring the awareness and the grounded earth energy into your throat. Bring your awareness and the grounded earth energy into the back of your neck. Bring your awareness and the grounded earth energy into your face. Bring your awareness and the grounded earth energy into your ears. Bring your awareness and the grounded earth energy into the back of your head. Bring your awareness and the grounded earth energy into the top of your head. Bring your awareness and the grounded earth energy into your forehead. Bring your awareness and the grounded earth energy into your eyes. Bring your awareness to the darkness behind your eyes. Bring your awareness to the darkness of your third eye behind your eyebrows. Bring your awareness to a spark of light that is beginning to form in the darkness of your mind's eye. If you can't see the spark of light in the darkness of your mind's eye, imagine that it's there and feel its energy. Begin to see or feel the color of the spark of light. Begin to see or feel the brightness of the spark of light. We're going to take 3 breaths in the nose and out the mouth and grow this spark of light to being the size of a marble. Here we go. Breathing in the nose, breathe directly into your forehead, expanding this orb of light, and out the mouth. Breathing in the nose for the second breath, just imagine the breath is going directly into this orb of light, expanding and out the mouth. Taking the third and final breath in the nose, breathing directly into this orb of light, expanding it to be the size of a marble, and out the mouth. Again, if you can't see it, trust, sense, and feel that it's there. So we're going to duplicate this marble size orb of light that we have sitting in our third eye, and we're going to send its twin straight back through the centers of our brains till it lands in the space between our ears, the space of our pineal gland. It's the area of our intuition. And again, we're going to take 3 breaths into this gland, and we're going to expand it to be the size of a golf ball. Here we go. Breathing in the nose. And out the mouth. Again, breathing in the nose, breathing directly into the space between. We're taking the third and final breath into the orb between our ears. Here we go, breathing in the nose and out the mouth. Nice job. So we're going to duplicate this golf ball sized orb that we have sitting between our ears. We're going to send its twin straight down through our throats, bringing healing energy, healing light into our teeth, into our mouths, into our throats, into our cervical spines. And as it moves down, it's bringing healing energy and light into our upper chests, into our collarbones, in through our shoulders, down through our upper lungs, until this orb gently resides in the space of our hearts, feeling the radiant energy as it enters our hearts. We're going to take 3 breaths, breathing in the nose, breathing directly into the center of our hearts, and expanding this orb to be the size of a baseball. Every breath, making it a little bit bigger. Here we go. Breathing in the nose, expand the orb a little bit bigger, and out the mouth. Breathing in the nose for the second breath. And out the mouth. And breathing in the nose for the third and final breath, expanding this orb to the full size of a baseball. And out the mouth. Good job. Let's take a moment to check in with that. All right, so we're going to duplicate this orb of light, this baseball size orb that we have sitting in our hearts, and we're going to send its twin straight down through our bodies. This orb is illuminating and bringing healing to our gallbladders as it moves down, bringing healing into our stomachs, into our lower lungs, bringing healing energy into our livers, rejuvenating and energizing our kidneys. And as it keeps going down, it's bringing healing into our small intestines, into our large intestines, into our spleens, into our appendixes, bringing healing to all of our organs inside. And as it moves lower, it's bringing healing into our colons, into our bowels, into our bladders. And allow this orb to go all the way down until it gently stops in this space between our tailbones and our pubic bones, as it brings more healing energy into our reproductive organs. So we're going to bring more light, more breath into this orb that we have sitting in our bases. And we're going to expand this baseball size orb into being the size of a softball. Every breath, we're going to increase the size a little more. Here we go. Breathing in the nose, breathing directly into your base. Expand the orb, expand the feeling to be a little bit bigger, and out the mouth. Breathing in the nose for the second breath, expanding the orb to be just a little bit bigger. And out the mouth. And breathing in the nose for the third and final breath, expanding the orb, expanding the feeling to be the size of a softball. and out the mouth. So now we're going to duplicate this softball size orb, and we're going to send its twin straight down into the earth. Dropping this twin, sending this twin down 20 feet into the earth, sending it down 20 yards into the earth, sending it down 20 miles into the earth, sending it down 200 miles deep into the earth, sending it down 2,000 miles deep into the earth. Now sending it down all the way to the very center core of the earth, bringing your awareness once again to the balance, harmony, and groundedness that is in the very center of the earth. And as this orb, as this piece of you is in the earth, it begins to inform and educate the orbs that you have in your body, the one that you have in your base, in your heart, in the pineal gland between the ears, in the pituitary gland behind your eyebrows, circulating out throughout your entire system, bringing healing energy and healing light into your nervous system, balance and groundedness into your entire nervous system. And the spider webs keep going out from each orb, going into your bone marrow and into your bones, recalcifying all of your bones, and it expands out into all of your connective tissues, into all of your cartilage, into all of your connective tissues throughout your entire body, all your ligaments, your joints, your tendons, bringing balance, healing, and energetic flows into every joint of your body. It expands out even further, bringing healing into your immune system, building within all of us the antibodies to the coronavirus and the antibodies to any virus or bacteria that could ever do our bodies harm, eradicating any cancerous cells from all of our bodies, bringing balance, strength, harmony, balancing all of our hormones, bringing our bodies into a greater state of awareness, balance, and peace. And these orbs continue to expand out until they encapsulate every cell within our bodies, bringing our DNA to a higher spin, into a higher level of functioning, opening all of the quantum layers and quantum elements of our DNA, bringing us into a higher state of consciousness, a greater, and just be. All right. When you're ready, you can begin wiggling your toes, begin wiggling your fingers, and begin wiggling your nose. Begin moving your body just a little bit. side to side, bringing your awareness back into the present moment, back into your physical body. And when you're totally ready, you can open your eyes, bring your awareness back into the space that you're sitting in. Nice job, folks. Nice job. Thanks for jumping on here with me. Thanks for your practice. Thanks for your presence. Thank you for your healing. Uh, I enjoy doing these every day. And so it's awesome that some of you choose to do this with me. I definitely appreciate the company. Um, I'll be here again tomorrow morning. Um, Between now and then, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and take care. Wave to a few people. Yo, Emily. All right.